everyone, this is Larry with Today I Feel Like. I just recently got the DJI OSMO Action 4, and while I'm working on the review, there were 4 things that I thought maybe some of you didn't know this camera could do, so I thought I'd make a quick video to tell you 4 things that the DJI OSMO Action 4 can do that maybe you didn't know. All right, let's jump into it, and here we go. All right, number one is that you can connect an external microphone to the camera without any kind of adapter or media mod. All you have to do is plug in a USB-C microphone into the camera and you are off and recording just like that. It's super easy. But instead of me showing you, let me go ahead and let you listen to it. All right, so I'm outside now here and I'm using the DJI wireless microphone that's hooked up. And yeah, this is what it sounds like. Now it's very easy to plug in and use. However, there is one thing that I will say. Make sure, absolutely make sure that you see that little microphone icon on the screen with the levels moving. Because I had the microphone plugged in earlier, thought it was working, turned out it wasn't. And when I recorded, it only recorded the internal microphones and didn't use the wireless mic. So that was pretty disappointing and I'm having to go out and reshoot this segment right now. All right, let's unplug the wireless mic and see how it sounds in comparison to the built-in microphones. Okay, so I went ahead and unplugged the receiver, and so you're not hearing the wireless mic anymore. What you are now hearing are the built-in microphones of the DJI OSMO Action 4. And we can tell the comparison. So yeah, tell me what you think about it. You know, one thing is if you're vlogging, you're gonna have the camera pretty close to you. So you're gonna have a pretty good pickup of the microphones without using anything else, just using the built-in mics. You're gonna have a pretty good audio pickup. So you may not even need an external microphone, but if it's windy outside, you may wanna have a microphone that can have a dead cat on or something like that, or hide it under your clothes. So yeah, or if you need the range, if you need to walk away from your camera a little bit, a wireless mic can help. So anyways, these are the built-in microphones of the DJI OSMO Action 4. So number 2 is slow motion, and you can shoot up to 120 frames a second in 4K with this little camera, and you can do it in 2 different ways. One, you can go into the slow-mo mode, and when you do that, then your footage is slowed down in camera, or you can shoot 4K at 120 frames a second like a regular video mode, and that will actually give you audio with your footage, but then you can slow it down in post. So you can get slow motion at 120 frames a second in 2 different ways, either shooting it as regular video or as already slowed down slow motion footage in camera. Now number three is that you can actually use your DJI OSMO Action 4 as a studio camera. You can go into the settings and manually set your exposure so that you can shoot in your studio. So right now I'm shooting here in my studio and I have my OSMO Action 4 set up as a B cam for this shot. So it's very easy to go in and make those adjustments so that you can manually adjust your shutter speed, you can manually adjust your white balance, you can manually adjust your ISO, all the things that you really need to adjust to lock in your exposure so it doesn't shift or do anything weird when you're in a studio situation like this. So yeah, it's really kind of cool. All right, number 4 also has to do with manual exposures and manual settings, and this one is sort of a mixed bag. It's sort of a blessing and a curse, and that is in the time-lapse mode of this camera, you don't have any of the presets to do things like star lapses or night lapses or anything like that. And I like to shoot, for instance, time lapses from my car when I'm driving at night. And there's nothing in the camera that's sort of a preset to allow you to do that, to get those cool light streaks. And so you can go in and manually adjust your settings to get that done. So let me show you my settings that I have, and then I'll show you the end result. So my settings for time lapses are, first, make sure you're in the time lapse mode. And then my settings are this. I want to go to the little lines there, click that to go into the manual settings. And then I want to go ahead, I usually leave my white balance as auto white balance, but then my exposure, I'm going to change that from auto over to manual. and I'm gonna put this at 100 ISO, and I'm gonna put my exposure over here at 2 seconds. So that way I'm gonna get those nice light streaks as I'm driving. Now I'm gonna go ahead and hit confirm. Now, as far as my field of view, I usually leave that at wide, but you can change that if you want to. You can put it on standard D-Warp, or you can leave it on wide. For format, you can also choose, I usually choose video there, but you can choose video plus JPEG or video plus RAW, and do that either way you want it. So, but those are my settings for my nighttime time lapses, my night lapses when I'm driving. Well, that's it. Those are 4 things that maybe you didn't know that your DJI Osmo Action could do, and they are a lot of fun and very helpful. So if you didn't know they can do them, go ahead and try and take advantage of all those features. So kind of cool if you didn't know. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and leave a link to this camera down below in the video description so that you can check it out. I'm also gonna leave links to my Amazon page and my other social media contacts so you can reach me elsewhere. And I hope you enjoyed seeing this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and please subscribe to this channel and follow me on Instagram. And I am Larry with Today I Feel Like. Thanks for coming back to see me. Come back and see me soon. And until next time, love, peace, and hair grease. Peace.